Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? Hi, Aurora. How are you? We're going to dive in. We're going to do some free card messages. We're also going to do some paid readings, okay, guys? What's coming towards you in your love life soon, Aurora? Okay, so what's coming up towards you in your love life soon? Six of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal. There's somebody who doesn't really want you to move on from them, okay? And it's kind of keeping you stuck in like a little bit of a cycle with the Six of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal, okay? But let's get into some love messages for you. Let's see here what comes out for you. So what's coming up in your love life soon? Yeah, there's just somebody that's not really wanting to let you go with the Six of Swords energy, but not really wanting to progress further either, like right away. So you have two main cards that came out. So we're going to, actually, you got three different ones. So I'm going to give you a couple different choices, Aurora, okay? So this is option 1, option 2, and option 3. Feel free to let me know which one that you would like. Hi, Isabella. How are you? One. All right, sweet. So let's go into it. Let's see. So you have, dearest love, I know we have been arguing, but I want to make it better. I hope you will notice that I am trying. I hope you apologize when I apologize is something that's coming forth, okay? So it looks like there's somebody who doesn't really want you to move on from them, but at the same time isn't really ready to kind of progress to the next level, but at the same time, they may even try to end up apologizing to you a little bit, okay? Or trying to make the situation better. Hey, what's up, Stephanie? How are you? But yeah, so I do feel like this is going to be somebody who might even apologize to you, okay? But this is, I don't feel like it's even going to be a verbal apology. I feel like it's just going to be a change of actions for them. I feel like this person is just going to change a couple of things. Hey, sorry about today. I was at work, so couldn't answer promptly. No, you're fine. I messaged you directly, the number that you have registered on my client profile for you. I didn't know if you wanted to redeem an additional question tonight or if you wanted to redeem, I didn't know what was going to happen. So I just kind of like hopped on hoping that you would come back on and ask me. But that's what I'm getting for you, Aurora, okay? All right, so let's go into Isabella. What are the next actions of Virgo towards you soon? You're in no contact. So let's see here. And Sarah, if you are wanting to redeem that additional question, let me know, okay? Can I get a mini read? Yes, you can. For sure. Just let me know what you would like me to dive into. I'm just going to answer Isabella's question really quick, and I'll get right into your mini read, okay? So what are the next actions of Virgo towards you soon? You're no contact. Six of Cups. The both of you guys are actually going to mend the situation between you and the Virgo. The both of you guys are actually going to end up kind of like being together again with the Six of Cups. This person keeps having intense flashbacks of you and like of the moments that you guys have shared as well, okay? Did you receive my payment in questions? Hey, what's up, Stephanie? Where's my other phone? Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on, guys. What did I do? Hold on. So sorry. Don't worry. This person's coming back into your life. Give me 1 second. Damn. What? Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. I have to find my phone. Jeez. This is what happens when I have guests over. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on now. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been for. Ooh! Okay. I got it, guys. It's coming. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Isabella, okay, let's get up for the wait. I'm gonna give you 2 cards, okay? Sorry about that. I lost my phone and then I got it back again. And I'm gonna pull up Square right now. Okay, so let's get into a love message card for you, okay? And I'm going to give you 2 different cards for how this Virgo is feeling about you currently. Is this person going to be reconnecting with you? What's going on there, okay? So you're getting destined life partners. So you and this Virgo are destined life partners for each other, okay? And I do feel really strongly. Sorry, I just received a message. I do feel really strongly that you and this person are going to make amends. I also do feel like you and this person do have a potential for a strong level commitment, okay? Especially with destined life partner. This person is meant to gravitate back into your life, okay? But let's see potentially one action that they could be taking towards you for the wait. Sorry about that, Isabella. All right, so you have a couple different cards that came out. So I'm going to give you a couple different options. You have option 1, 2, or 3. And then Stephanie, right before I get into yours, I have to do Sarah's mini read. She purchased last live, but she had to hop off early. She was at work earlier. So I'm going to answer her question first. It's just a mini read, so it should just be about 5 minutes. Is that okay? But just letting you know. 2. Okay. Dearest love, come with me for a few days. I want to spend time with you. No distractions, just us and thought them. And Virgos are really big on this. Okay, actually, Virgos have a tendency to kind of like want to go away with their partner or be in like a separate space with their partner. They like hanging out with friends and family and stuff like that. But most of the time, they really like just hanging out with you or doing fun stuff with you, okay? And definitely like bonding with you is about Virgos. So highlight about Virgos, okay? They also, whoever they're in partner with, they kind of have a tendency to kind of, it's not even something that they intend to do, but they just naturally do this. They tend to teach their partner things. And things that you may already feel secure in, or things that you may already feel like, listen, I got this. I know how to cook eggs. But they're like, no, you don't know how to cook the way, you don't know how to cook eggs the way I cook eggs. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. Or like you're sweeping the floor already and they'll be like, you know, you could sweep it like this. Like, you know, and it's just these little triggers inside of them to like where they kind of feel the need to perfect like the lesson or perfect like the situation, okay? Even though sometimes they can be kind of like the chaotic bomb in that situation, of course, hypothetically. But with this energy that's coming forth, I do feel really strongly like this person just, their intentions is to spend time with you. This person does want to mend with you, and this person is gravitating back towards you. And it looks like this person is going to continuously come back towards you. Both you guys share past life together, especially with the 6 of Cups energy coming out. But that's what I'm receiving for you, love. I'm so sorry that, yeah, just about that whole little delay there. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. And thank you, Stephanie, for saying sure, no problem. But let's go right into Sarah's mini read, and she just wants to know what comes up. So do you want to know like what comes up in regards to your career or just like life in general? Feel free to let me know, Sarah, whenever you're ready, okay? Yvette Braggs, hi Jazz, it's been a while. How have you been? Hi love, I've been doing good. I have 2 different paid readings to get to, so yeah, I'll be 25 minutes. So it's 25 minutes that I'm going to be doing. Thank you so much. No worries. All right, cool. Hi. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just waiting for Sarah to get started so she can just message me if she just wants to know, like, in general, what she would like to know. And hey, what's up, Amelia? I have 2 paid readings to get to first. They're priority, but if you come back in about like 25 minutes, I'm going to go right back into free readings, or you can just wait and just hang out. All right, so you said yes. All right, so let's just see generally what you want to know. Or not even what you want to know, what you need to know. So what do you need to know? One already flew out. Let's see if we get another one too. Yeah. First card that you're receiving is the King of Wands. So this could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius is going to be gravitating towards you. Could be sun, moon, or rising. But this is somebody who's really headstrong and also really like feisty. This is somebody who doesn't really want to take no for an answer as well, okay, with the King of Wands energy, especially if it's the rising element. But with the 6 of Wands energy, this person's going to be giving you a lot of attention. It's going to be like a personal victory for you, okay, with the 6 of Wands energy coming forth. Now let's get another one from the top. You have the Temperance card in the reversal. So this person could have heavy Sagittarius in their chart, or this person could be coming in pretty heavily during Sagittarius season which came up before for you just a little bit. But it's giving me more tidbits, and it wants me to get into the Temperance card and the reversal a lot more, okay? But let's get into the next one. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles energy, this is somebody who you may have not heard from in a while, okay? Like maybe a long time with the Knight of Pentacles energy coming forth. This is somebody who maybe left you on red or left you on like seen or whatever, and maybe you just kind of like let it go. But with the Knight of Pentacles energy, this person's going to be gravitating back pretty much full force and wanting it. Well, they're gonna make it seem like they want a lot of stability with you with the Knight of Pentacles energy, at least when they approach you. It's almost like they're harboring like feelings for you deep inside with the Four of Pentacles energy coming forth, things that they blocked off from sharing with you. Hi S24, what's up? Now let's get into the King of Wands energy. With the King of Wands energy of the Two of Cups in reversal, this is a person that you were like, I do not want them back. This person could have been controlling, things of that nature. But when they come in, they're going to be wanting to come in with a lot more, like, they're going to make it seem like they want to build with you, that they want to do all of this with you, with the Emperor card coming forth and the upright. But this person also really feeds off of the element of control in the relationship. Now, getting into Temperance in the reversal, Five of Swords in the reversal. This person has waited long enough to tell you how they really feel, and they're done pretending is also something that's coming forth. This could also be somebody who was really unauthentic towards you, who's now wanting to be a bit more authentic towards you as well. Okay, not wanting to put on a facade, not wanting to play pretend, just wanting to be kind of like normal with you or be with you. Now, underneath the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Tower card in reversal. Now, when this person approaches you, you may end up having an internal shift. You may feel differently than when you initially like were with this person. Okay, at first you're going to be like, you're going to love the idea of reconnecting. You're going to love the idea of kind of like wanting to try again. But it's almost like when you're in that moment with this person, something just doesn't sit right with you, and it's an internal shift, and it's an internal shift. An internal change. And I do feel like you may end up having a different option that you end up hyper focusing on, even with the presence of this other person, because this person just doesn't match up to like who you really thought they were. Now, underneath the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles energy. So this person left you out in the cold and dealt with a lot of their own shit on their own, like closed off from the world, maybe even self-isolated a little bit. This is also with the Nine of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal. It's almost like be careful what you wish for, because this person has a tendency to fall right back into the cycle of kind of like ghosting you and then coming back and then ghosting you. So just be careful what you wish for, especially if you want this person consistently in your life and you're not really ready to handle their kind of like emotional outbursts and shit that they end up harboring on the inside and going into self-isolation for. Ten of Pentacles in the reversal. So this person is going to like offer you a relationship, but when you're in that relationship, you're not going to feel like you're actually genuinely in a relationship. You're going to feel like this person mainly has control of the relationship. The reason why I say that is because the Ten of Pentacles is in the reversal. When it's in the upright, it's about a fulfilling kind of long-term connection that could lead to marriage, and this still could lead to marriage. But a lot of it is dealing with communicational differences and dominance differences between the both of you guys with the Ten of Pentacles. But I feel like you guys are going to work it out. But let's get some love message cards out for you, and let's see what comes up. All right, so let's see here for some love messages. All right, one came out already. Give me one. Okay. Dearest you, a breakthrough has finally arrived. What you have been manifesting will be seen with your eyes. Yes, what you want does matter. Love spirit. So something that you really wanted. It's almost like remember I was telling you, be careful what you wish for, because it's actually gravitating towards you faster than you possibly realize. Maybe because this person has been at distance from you and it's taken so long to finally arrive that now it's actually speeding up and actually coming here. It's kind of like, you know how it takes time to cook your meal, but once the meal is cooked, let's say you order from a restaurant to go, right? And you don't see the process, you just see the time frame, like when you're on the, like when you see like the picture of everything like that. But it's like when everything's being cooked, okay, it takes time. But the minute that it's done being cooked, you have people who are ready to kind of like bag it, put it to the side, get it ready, and then you're waiting on somebody to either pick it up or you're picking it up or whatever. And there's a process to it. And that's where it really starts happening fast, is when the food is done, right? So, with this energy that's coming forth, I do feel like you are going to be receiving a wish granted, and it is going to be happening within your love life. But let's get into it a little bit more. Dearest love, there is not a day I want to spend apart from you. I don't care what mood you're in. Come sit with me, talk to me, let's laugh together, and let this wave of emotion pass as we drift off together. This person also wants to spend time with you. This person doesn't want you to feel isolated. This person doesn't want you to feel like you are alone in your emotions. When this person comes back, they're going to be coming back a little bit more full force. And a little bit more present. Sorry, burping during a reading is actually good luck. It really is. I'm not the only reader who says that. Now, with that energy, I do feel like this person, when they do end up coming towards you, it's gonna almost seem like a fucking dream, to the point where you're going to be like, is this really in reality how they are now? Or are they just kind of playing in my face a little bit? Like that kind of energy. Now, the next card that you're getting is, Dearest you are my favorite part of my day. You make me smile when I just crashed out. You make me want to live again. I love you, them. So this person has a tendency to kind of crash out. This person also has a tendency to kind of like be in their emotions, and uh, they know the consequences of lashing out on their partner because it's happened to them before. They also know the consequences of like kind of not treating their partner fairly, especially when they're feeling a certain type of way. It's almost like when I'm tapping into this person's energy, they tend to kind of get into manic episodes. Okay, but of course, all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only. I gotta say that. Never meant to give you medical, legal, or professional advice anytime, so just take what resonates, leave the rest out. But for some reason, I feel like this person may have like manic like episodes to like where they actually do self isolate because they don't want anybody to have to like get the backlash of all the shit that they're going through, and that the other person really doesn't have anything to do with, and they really need to level out their energy. And that's that temperance card that's coming up in the reverse. This person might be really impatient and may think that they're healed, may think that they're like passed on like from different things, okay, but they're not, is something that I'm really getting. But let's get into actions speak louder. Let's see what comes up for you. All right. Dearest you, I do not want to ghost you. I want to keep talking to you. Just give me space and thought them. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Okay, this person has a tendency to kind of dip out. It's going to give you emotional whiplash to the point where you're going to be like, no, have a freak out in front of me. Like, let's just get this over with. Like, like that kind of energy. Okay. Now, the next card that you're getting is words of affirmation. This person's going to message you a lot, and this person's going to text you a lot, but this person's also going to say things to you in person that are going to be very fulfilling. All right, maybe things that they've never really opened up about before or said things like that before to you. You make me smile. I only think about you. I love you. I miss you. Words of affirmation coming in, okay? Now, the next one that you're receiving is, Dearest you, I am out and everything is fine, more than fine. Yet I cannot I'm sorry. Yet I cannot stop thinking of you and checking my phone. I will reach out to see if you want to see me after this. I want to see you. Badly, I want to see you in thought them. So I do feel like this is somebody who is going to be a little bit more clingier than the way that they were before. Maybe this person was distant. Maybe this person didn't really act like they cared too much. But in regards to this, I feel like this person actually is going to be growing a lot more feelings for you. This person's going to be opening up a lot more. Maybe even getting a bit more clingier, trying to ask you like where you've been, like things like that is also something that I'm getting. But it's also going to be a display of like their true affection towards you and how much they actually care is also something that I'm picking up. But that is what I'm receiving for you, love. I hope that you enjoyed that. And thank you so much for making your purchase earlier. I appreciate that. You said, oh man, wow, it's the Virgo for the third time. Oh my God. Oh man, I got my pina colada. Interesting. Oh, thank you. You like pina coladas? Actually, fun fact, I found this out. Pina coladas were invented in Puerto Rico. A lot of people think that Bacardi was invented in Puerto Rico, and actually it was invented in Cuba. And they just bought their distillery in Puerto Rico because it was cheaper. Honest, it was cheaper, and that's exactly what happened. That's something that's Googleable. You could totally Google that. But I love pina coladas. It's one of my favorite drinks. That's like the main alcoholic drink that I'll drink because it doesn't really make me feel like I'm drinking. Like, I'm serious. But anyway, just a little tidbit. But I hope that you enjoyed that, okay? And Stephanie, you're next. Let me go ahead and see. Did you send me my questions? Your questions? Let me see. Yes, you did. Okay. I want to know more about what's really going on. All right, cool. So let's get. Hey, yes, I did. All right, perfect. So let's get into your reading. Let me make sure that I put the timer on. Make sure I get the accurate timing in. Give me 1 second. Let's get into it. All right. 20 minutes. Oh, Lord, I put 2 seconds back. Hold on. Lord have mercy. I put 2 seconds on accident, guys. Okay. All right, so let's get into your first one. And let's see. What's going on in this dude's brain? Like, what's really going on there? Why is he even reaching out to you now after so long? What's going on there? So let's see here. Ace of Swords in the reversal, so you're not really going to like this. But this is almost like a retaliation against the person that he's with, that he's thinking about separating with the Ace of Swords energy in the reversal. That's something you might not like to hear, but it's very much evident here with the Ace of Swords. I also do feel like he's expecting you to block him with the World card energy coming forth, and he was also expecting you not to accept his friend request. For some reason, I'm getting that energy too. It's almost like, well, she's not going to do that. She probably thinks I'm weird or something like that. Now, with the World card energy, this is also somebody who's definitely spying on you on social media and has been literally looking for you on social media. This person has been on and off looking at your social media for some time. Now, the next one, I also feel like this person may end up inviting you on a trip as well, okay? If you end up opening that door. He did think that I blocked him because I deleted all my posts after he followed me. I'm sorry. I would do that. Anyway, I'm only laughing because I really would do that. Okay, so now the next card that you're getting is the Seven of Wands. So I definitely feel like he feels like you were going to block him, or you were going to unfriend him, or you just weren't going to talk to him anymore. But with the Seven of Wands energy coming forth in the reversal, now that he realizes that you're keeping kind of like that door open a little bit, he's wondering if you like want any interaction with him, okay? And he's also wondering if you're going to accept his random invitation with the Four of Cups energy, because he knows that it's been some time, okay? He also knows that he's kind of doing something wrong, okay? But with the Ace of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal, you have the Four of Swords. This person, you said this person has been, you haven't worked for this person like in 4 years, right? And for some reason, oh my God, my accent came fuck out. And for some reason, sorry, with the Four of Wands, that's 4 years. This person has been thinking about you. This person has also been talking themselves out. The Four of Swords, I'm serious, 4 years. This person has been thinking about you. This person has been kind of convincing themselves that they don't feel like they have a chance with you. So whenever you get into a marriage, your mindset kind of switches a little bit, okay? In regards to like dating, you don't really even think about it anymore. Matter of fact, you don't even feel like other people are kind of like attracted to you anymore, okay? It's different when you're in like a relationship and you're still in that building phase, and you could be kind of like, you could be single like tomorrow if you wanted to, because you could break up and that's just it. You know what I mean? It's different. That's wild. I never thought exactly. I mean, this person came out of the woodwork, but honestly, I knew somebody was going to come back into your world from the past. I just didn't know exactly who it was going to be, and this is really intense that this person's coming back, even after so long. But let's get into the World card. There's something about a year, there's something about a cycle ending. I just heard cycle ending. Like this year, the cycle's ending. With the Hierophant energy coming up in the, I'm sorry, not Hierophant, the High Priestess. This is the second time today that I messed up that name for this card. With the High Priestess, this is the second time today. With the High Priestess energy coming forth in the reversal, he doesn't really know how this is going to play out between the both of you guys. He has a hard time seeing how it would actually work. I never expected it because it's not like we even had anything at all. I was legit focused on my job. Well, this person had a whole different fantasy world built with inside of their mind about the connection that the both of you guys shared. Okay. Now with the Seven of Wands energy coming forth, and I don't feel like it was necessarily a fantasy because I feel like there's some form of attraction there. Now with the Ace of Wands energy coming forth, he feels like he has an opportunity to kind of approach you. He's very nervous about it, and for some reason I'm getting Bradley Cooper and Scarlett Johansson, and he's not that into you. For some reason I'm getting that, which is really interesting. But let's get into the Four of Cups. So he's looking to kind of like hook up, but he's wanting a little bit more. The thing about this is that people who have married have like a hard time hooking up. Okay, I never expected it because it's not like we even had anything at all. It was a different. Sorry, I thought you said I said something different. Now the next one that you're getting is the Two of Cups. He feels like you are potential for a potential soulmate. He like you're probably like, what the fuck? Yeah, Two of Cups energy coming forth. This person feels like both of you guys have a lot of kismet, that you have like a really strong connection as well. Okay, this goes back into the married mindset of like the person who has a married mindset. Okay, it's a little bit different. You know, it's like we can't really necessarily hook. Even if you were divorced, you can't necessarily hook up with other people. You try to, but you end up getting kind of like attached to one person, and then they become your spiritual soul, like a spiritual kind of like spouse in a way. You know, but with the Two of Cups energy, that's after a prolonged period of time and, you know, all that stuff. But you're also getting the Knight of Cups. This person's about to offer you something, and it is going to be wanting to travel, something dealing with travel. This is also dealing with meeting up energy or hanging out. And he's trying to figure out a way to kind of get you involved in his world that's not necessarily related. He also thought that you may end up coming back as well, and that's why he didn't approach you sooner. I'm channeling that. And with the Knight of Cups, this is really strongly associated with him having a big ass crush on you. Okay, like there's a spotlight on you. He sees you as this happy go lucky, very smiley, very lively, lifelike energy. Okay, and he kind of wants a piece of that for himself. But it's not in a malicious way. I'm actually not getting any malicious intent from this. But I'm going to pull out just a couple more cards with the tarot, and then we'll get into some actions speak louder. With the Emperor card, this is the father figure card, but this is also somebody who kind of likes being your boss. This person also is going to carry that energy throughout the connection if you do choose to kind of like connect with this person deeper. Now, the next card that you are receiving is the Eight of Swords. This person is very much in their head because they're wondering if you're going to reach out to their person. Okay? You said that's wild. I know. But I'm trying to tell you, married person's heads are very different. They're different. I'm still creating my marriage deck. Like I'm still creating it. It's really intricate. It's going to be in depth. It's called, you know, I think it's called The Wed. I think that's what I named it. But with the Eight of Swords energy coming forth in the upright, this is really big on him being confused about his own emotions, having a really hard time of like following through with his own intuition, okay, to make something better. All right, is also something that I'm getting. He wants to make something better with his relationship, and he's trying to do that by kind of trying to find like an outsource of energy, okay, to siphon off of, to bring it into his relationship, to fix it, okay, is also something that I'm picking up. But let's get into the next one. You have the Page of Wands, and he's also wondering if you are wanting to hook up. He feels like you're young enough to not really want anything super serious, is also something that I'm receiving with the Page of Wands. This is somebody who's going to be kind of like fleeting a little bit in and out because of their own kind of like requirements and stuff like that. But this is also somebody who's going to be approaching you a little bit harder too, because they want to get into your good graces and they want to know that they have a chance. They want to know that they're still like attractive to someone else outside of their marriage, is also something that I'm getting with the Page of Wands. That's how I felt while I was even working for them too. Like they needed me for the relationship more than their kid. Exactly, girl. Damn. You know, this is exactly what I was getting into. But and I was like, damn, she probably fucking thinks I'm sounding like I'm crazy right now. But with the Page of Wands, thank you for the confirmation though. With the Page of Wands energy, this is very much kind of like this person's going to message you, this person's going to reach out to you, and it is going to be soon. All right, with the Page of Wands. And I want to get one clarification for the Page of Wands. Temperance card in the reversal. Damn, I can't get away from the Temperance card in reversal today. And I've shuffled these cards. I really did. I shuffled these cards plenty of times, and the Temperance card in reversal have come out multiple times, not just in your reading, but other people's readings, especially when they're asking about somebody who's now just coming back into their life. This is somebody who's refusing to heal the relationship and also refusing to heal themselves. And it's going to bring a little bit of drama and a little bit of detriment into your world a little bit. As much as they may make it seem like it's going to be separate, this person's also going to convince you that they are like undergoing a divorce when really they're not really sure yet, is also something that I'm getting. Okay. But let's get into actions speak louder and let's see. How is this person feeling about you currently? Oh, damn. How is this person feeling about you currently? How's this person feeling about you currently? Dearest love, I'm going to officially ask you out. I'm going to ask you if you want to be my official boyfriend/girlfriend. Will you say yes? And thought them. This person is going to get into... It's funny because they're going to jump from one serious relationship into another relationship, but it's not going to be the way that you think it's going to be. It's not going to have normal behavior. It's going to be a little bit of a secret, but this person is definitely like interested in dating you, okay? Doing something maybe a little bit more, but at first it's going to be hookup energy, like relentless hookup energy. This person also has like a high sex drive, is also something that I'm getting. I feel like they have a lot of like suppressed like root chakra energy. Okay, now the next one that you're getting is, dearest love, I'm going to introduce you to my family. It's time they know who I really love and love them. Damn, you may be his excuse for a way out. I hate how that sounds, but it's almost like you are his excuse for a way out a little bit. Now the next card that you're getting is, dearest love, we haven't spoken in so long. I am nervous to message you first, but I will overcome this fear. I will reach out first and thought them, okay? So this person was already nervous because they were kind of afraid that maybe you would tell the whole world or tell like this person or whatever. You know who they remind me of? I know a Cancerian who's like this, okay? And he has a tendency to kind of pretend that he doesn't have any feelings toward me, and it's completely not true. Like, it could be further from the fucking truth, okay? It really could. And his grandmother and his mother know. You know how I know they know? Because I looked up at their eyes, the first person that they fucking brought up, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm not even here for this person. Anyway, so, dearest crush, I have tickets to a major event and I would like for you to come with me. You are such a blast to be around. I would miss you if you didn't come, and thought them. This person's also his excuse. The heck? That's what I'm saying. It's almost like his way out. Like he's going to, like, this is a scenario that I'm receiving, is that when you guys actually do like a prolonged, if you make the choice, okay, because there's still a decision that still has to be made. But if you make the choice to continue with this person and build this person's going to grow very attached with you emotionally. Okay, now this person's going to utilize you as a way out of their marriage, to like where I'm in love with somebody else, or I want to be with somebody else, or I have a relation, like I have been having a relationship with somebody else. They may even bring you up and cause drama for you, to like where it's going to hinder your job placements potentially in the future if you were to do something similar. Okay, just letting you know. Okay, I'm just letting you know. This is the exact energy I'm receiving, is that this person wants an excuse to get out of that. Like, they've been trying to make it work for a really long time, but I just keep hearing, but have you really? I don't know why I'm getting that energy. So it's almost like this person hasn't really been trying hard enough. It's almost like they kind of just stopped the conversation where their person's stubborn at, is also something that I'm getting. So with this energy, this person may end up inviting you. You said yes, they're social media famous. Oh, damn, girl. Damn. You know, this could be a really good, on a side note, if you were just, you know, if I'm taking my own personal emotions out, girl, this could be a really good come up for you, okay? As far as, you know, your social media and stuff like that, it could work. But at the same time, you're going to get that cross hate a little bit. Damn. And no wonder I was comparing it to that Cancerian guy, because he's a social media fucking dickhead too. So, like, I completely understand, all right? But for some reason, like, I'm... Damn, girl, does she have a big following? Does she have like a personal account where she has her own following and stuff? Because I don't know why I'm seeing her kind of like wanting to bash you or something. Like, you said yes, they are. Oh shit, you said they are. Oh no. Oh shit. Proceed with caution. Okay. Now let's get to the next card. You have, I'm serious about this. Proceed with caution. Dearest desire, I'm going to whisper something sweet to you soon. Oh, for some reason, you know that app? What was that fucking app called? I think it was called Whispers. And that app where you could send like random messages to people or something like that and connect. I don't know the logistics of it, but I remember that it was like a random message that you send to people or something like that. Okay, I participated in chat roulette, but I never participated in the whispers thing. Okay, and you're like, damn, you were on chat roulette? Yeah, should have never been on chat roulette. I was fucking like, it's seventh grade. It was just something that I just did. But anyway, so when I look in your eyes, okay, dearest desire, I'm going to whisper something sweet to you. When I look in your eyes, I feel naked. I can't help but to see the beauty in you, in thought, them. Yes, she's basically the face of their internet guru fandom. Oh shit. Girl, step away. I'm trying to tell you. You're probably like, well, I'm not scared of her. I could battle her and stuff like I know it, Taurus moons. I get it, okay? But listen, save yourself, okay? Save yourself from that and make sure, and if you're not, make sure that she doesn't know shit about you. But here's the thing, she knows a lot about you. Maybe not everything, but she knows a lot about you. And there's some things that maybe you confide in her about lightly that she may end up using against you. Okay, so just be chill about that. Just be kind of like cautious. You can try to go meet up with them or meet up with her, or I mean, meet up with him. Okay, but you're gonna have to keep it on the low. You're gonna have to keep it on the low. You're gonna have to keep it on the so low that you can't even recognize the flow. Okay, you're gonna have to keep it real low because you are on social media and you are also building your brand and you are also building, your empire. So you have to understand that when this happens, it kind of marks you for a little bit. Nikita Dragon, remember what happened to her? But that was something really, really big. That wasn't have anything to do with cheating. How about the not Super Bowl? Coldplay, girl. Okay, they were probably both in unhappy marriages. They probably both were in open relationships, and nobody knows, but they just know the pretense of it, and just labeled it like that. Okay, everybody just thinks it's like one way, but it could very well be different things. I'm also getting open marriage in that connection. But let's get into your next question, okay? But that's what I'm saying. I was like, girl, run. Like, don't duck, run. But for real. But let's get into it. And I don't feel like he's ugly either. I don't feel like he's ugly. I feel like he actually is a handsome guy. I feel like he could actually like date you. But until he kind of like calls it quits there, or is seriously does like a public breakup or something like that to like where they know. But here's the thing, when you create a public platform like that together, girl, that's hard. Okay, I remember there's this one Spanish girl. She had a dude on there. She's really funny. She just like spits with her like mom now, but she had a guy who like ended up cheating on her, and she like literally plastered him everywhere. Beast Eater, Marcus, like I'm serious, just run. But anyway, so let's go into E, okay, and let's see here. So what other things does he know about your life that you think that he wouldn't know about? Yep, I was there working for them when she cheated on him, though, and he left the house. Wait a minute, bitch. What? You got the C? Hold on. Let me pause the timer. Give me a second. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me pause the timer. I'm going to add a minute, too. Listen. Will you resume free questions after this reading? Yes, love. Yes, I will. I will resume free questions after the reading, okay? Just give me a moment. It should be about maybe like 5 more minutes, okay? But let's get into it. So you was like, oh, this is messy. Girl, you have the tea. Oh, shit. So let me get this straight. She is on social media doing a brand with her person, right? But she is cheating on him a lot. This is the empty gap that I was feeling in their relationship, okay? And you saw it, like firsthand, you saw it. Did you tell him? Like, did you give him a hint? Or were you like Taurus moon about it and we're just like, listen, I'm loyal to this paycheck. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious. Like, what was it? I want to know. Did you tell him? Before we get into this reading even further. Because, girl, your life, literally, when I received your question, I was like, dude, your questions literally just make me so intrigued. I'm not even kidding. Like, you actually have intriguing questions. You actually, like, don't ever feel like your questions bore me. You're not a boring person. Like, I'm serious. Yes, he was devastated, and she told their daughter, and she told him herself, wait a minute. See, I told you she messy. Girl, I told you she messy. Shit. Listen, who tells their daughter? What? Okay, so she told him herself, and I came to work afterwards, and he was gone. So the daughter told me, girl, what? Wife told him herself, oh shit. She's in revenge mode. She's in savage mode. He done did something. It must have been something, because for her to be doing that and then go right up to him and just tell him and they married and shit, I'm just trying to tell you that whole situation fucked. But let's get into this, okay? So the first card that came out for you and E, though, okay, what he knows, is the Six of Swords energy in the reversal. So he always knew that you never really moved on from him. You're probably like, well, that's kind of like obvious, right? No, he knows that you never moved on from him because of the time frames of your relationships, or the time frames of when you get in a relationship or when you get out of a relationship. He's really big on knowing the time frames of that, okay? But let's get into it. I haven't started the timer yet. I'm going to start it now. And let's see here. So the next card that you're getting is the World card. He also knows, this is going to be a little bit depressing, but the energy that I'm receiving from the World card, yes, it's a great card. It's about completion, it's about to travel, it's about, success, breaking through barriers. And he doesn't ignore that fact about you, is that you are breaking through barriers, that you are doing different things, that you are pushing yourself, and you are traveling, you do have a life, like that kind of energy. But he also feels this sense of deep sadness when you do travel. And that's something that maybe other people don't necessarily know. I'm also getting Wet Dreams by Artemis, who is actually a female. But anyway, I'm serious, not the singer. The actual name origin is actually female. But anyway, so that's why a lot of males who are named Artemis, I'm serious about this. A lot of them, I even went to school with one, who are named, or he knew Carrot Top. Anyway, I'm serious. It was so funny. And then I ended up working with him randomly at another high-end salon. And I was like, how the fuck do we keep meeting each other, dude? Anyway, so, and for some reason, his energy is coming up right now. Anyway, Artemis. What was Artemis? We'll look into that in just a moment. With the Empress card coming forth, he also realizes that you want to be a wife, that you actually want children. And he sees a lot of similarities between you and your mother as well. And he actually pays attention, not in a weird way, not like Stacy's mom, the song. I'm talking about kind of like he actually observes how your mom is whenever he does like come around your family, or does come around your energy, or where you stay, or things of that nature. He is kind of comparing it to how you are, and trying to see if you are actually being authentic with him is also something coming forth. So the hidden things aren't things that you post about, aren't things that you say to this person exactly. It's about what this person observes about you and their perception of you, and how it is constantly changing. The next one that you're getting is Death card, as I say, constantly changing. This person feels like you have undergone a couple different transformations in the period of you guys knowing each other as well. And I actually spoke about this in my Destined Future Husband reading. I got distracted because I had a visitor. But listen, so with the Death card energy coming forth, I do feel like this person has a tendency to kind of like watch you transform and kind of test you at every level to see if your boundaries are going to get harder, if you're going to stop talking to them, if you're going to cut them off completely. And even when you think that this person's like nonchalant, or like not in fear of like you truly cutting this person off, this person actually hyper focuses on it, okay, and will test you. All right, now the next one that you're getting is the Ten of Pentacles energy and the Upright. He knows that you are going to get into a solid commitment, whether it's with him or somebody else. He knows that somebody is going to end up marrying you one day. You just hold wife energy with the Empress card energy. And that's why a lot of the time you end up attracting people who are already in committed relationships, because of the energy that you hold. Okay, but let's get into the Six of Swords. All right, you're getting the Ace of Swords. So little spiteful things that you may post, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, okay? Little spiteful things that you may end up posting about with the Ace of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal, he looks into it. That's one thing that he does. Even if it's not directly aimed at him, he knows, oh shit, this is about me. And with the Knight of Pentacles energy coming forth, he actually is a little bit envious and a little bit jealous of you traveling, of you having like different freedoms, because yes, when he was in the military, he was able to travel, but he didn't necessarily have that freedom that matched with that travel. Okay, yeah, you have freedom to like travel to the post, right? And get paid for it, you know, your new post change or whatever. And but once you get there, all that shit is restricted again. Like you can leave the base, but you gotta fucking come back. The government invested so much money in you, you think they're just gonna let you fucking run off? Like no, like it's no, it's not gonna happen. So with that, he's a little bit jealous and envious of the things that you got to do without having to be contracted under something or like things like that. Or that's the energy that I'm receiving. And that's a lot why a lot of the time he'll delay his responses to you when you are on these trips, when you are traveling, okay? When you're doing something different. And I do feel like his reaction would have been different if you didn't go and hang out with your friends and instead just kind of like self-isolated, been kind of like alone, hyper-focusing and thinking about this person, okay? But let's get underneath the Empress here. You have the Page of Pentacles in reversal, and he on purpose refuses to give you what you want, even though in his mind he feels like you guys are already in a relationship. This is very interesting. This is what he hides. So underneath the Death card, you have the Chariot card coming forth in the upright. He knows that you're going to eventually move on and progress past him, but he also knows that he wants a new beginning and a fresh start, and he wants to take you with him on this journey. This is actually very cute. It's a little chibi. You might think it's a child, but it's actually a chibi character. It's like a type of form of anime or chibi. Now, underneath the Ten of Pentacles, you have the King of Pentacles energy coming forth in the reversal, okay? He feels like he's not going to be able to fully financially support this relationship based off of your lifestyle or based off of what you naturally do with your time is also something that I'm receiving with the King of Pentacles in the reversal. He has, you know, enough money to support himself and everything like that. I'm not saying like he broke or nothing. I'm saying with the King of Pentacles energy coming forth in the reversal, this is somebody who fears that they won't be as secure or as stable like you need them to be. This person fears the way that their mind switches up at times. Like if you think that you have a little bit of nervousness about this person like switching up their mind at time, this person harbors that fear of switching up. But let's get into it. Hey, what's up, Nana? But let's get into it a little bit more. I'm going to pull out some love message cards for you. And let's see. So what does he think that you're hiding? What is he observing about you? Shit. Wedding bells and engagement. You know this card comes out for the both of you guys quite frequently. Okay? And you saw that sucker just fly right the hell out the deck. Engagement and wedding bells. Okay? I know everybody's like, what is that on the side? It's supposed to be a dress, but I tried. Anyway, so let's get into it a little bit more. And let's see. Dearest you, I can't wait to see you again. You are so different from what I've known before. You really did rock my world. And this is that Death card energy in the upright. Every single time he meets up with you, there is something different about you. It doesn't mean that your hair is different. It doesn't mean that you look different. It means the energy that you carry, there's something different about you. There's something just a little bit more empowering. There's just something a little bit, you know, a little bit of sad-esque, mysterious kind of version of you that this person ends up tapping into and ends up becoming more and more like involved with you. So this is why at times this person ends up creating space in order to create kind of like a little bit of a emotional separation in how they really feel. Because if not, if they were to really dive into their emotions and really get into their emotions, they would truly be locked in with you. And this is where this person's actually coming to that point. Okay, and every single time they pull out, okay, but it looks like they're about to just be locked in for a little while. Now, dearest love, I wish I lived with you. I miss you in the morning. I miss you at night when the city is alive. I don't want to party all night. I want you on my side. So what he was telling you before was not bullshit. He does want to live with you. He does want to make that work, but he also fears that he's not going to match up to the expectation that he's painted for all of this time. That actually being in a relationship with him is going to be something completely different than what you guys already have. And he doesn't want to lose what you guys already have. And I also do feel like this person is in fear that you're going to end up clashing with this other girl from Texas is also something that I'm getting. Now, the next one that you're receiving is they have never cheated. So in his mind, he feels like you never really cheated on him. Even though you may have talked to other people or anything like that, in his mind, he feels like you never really cheated on him because he never really truly gave you what you deserved and that level of commitment. He always kind of like tried to transfer it to somebody else or play pretend with somebody else, and then it gets cut off. His relationship time frames are actually a lot shorter and a lot more dramatic than the things that he judges you for, is also something that I'm getting. Now, one last card. Dearest love, I call you just to hear your voice. That's the only way I actually know how you are. Despite the circumstances, I do love you for forever, it seems like. Now, this person, every time they get antsy and you don't respond back fast enough or whatever, when they really want your answer, this person will call you. This person will not bypass you ignoring them. If you were to, let's just say if you were to leave this person on scene, or if, let's just say if you were to leave this person's messages on mute or something of that nature, this person would actually get really worked up in their head and they will retaliate the next time that you message them. But if, let's just say, a couple more weeks go by and that message is still in there, this person will start to get a little bit antsy that maybe you're hiding something or maybe you're seeing somebody new. Let's just say a month or 2 months into that. This person needs a long time of disconnection to truly feel like they fucked up, is also something that I'm receiving, okay? And this person also doesn't believe the things that you text him. This person wants to hear what you're saying. This person will go into your social media and see what videos that you post and see how you feel that day, is also something that I am receiving. So it's almost like if this person doesn't call you directly on the phone, this person will research and like see how you really feel that day or how you really reacted to what they really said, because they feel like you can't necessarily hold it within inside of you. They feel like you have to post about it, even though you don't have to. Like, you really can. There's a lot of things that you probably don't post about. There's a lot of things that you probably don't say anything about. You know what I mean? But this person ends up reading into it a little bit more heavier than most, is also something I'm receiving. But that is what I'm getting for you, love. I hope that you enjoyed that double reading. And thank you so much for making a purchase with me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and mark your reading as completed. Give me one moment. And feel free to save your timestamp, because we started maybe about like maybe 25 minutes ago, I would say. But let's see here. Go ahead and mark yours as completed. There we go. All right. You're welcome, love. Hey, what's up, Amelia J? Thank you so much for waiting for your free reading. So let's go into it and let's see here. So is there anything positively exciting coming in your love life soon? So let's see. Is there anything positively exciting? Are you English? Coming in your love life soon. So let's see here. Justice card in the reversal. Somebody who is immensely unfair towards you is going to be coming towards you, and they're still with their selfish shit. They're still with their fucking arrogant shit. They're still with their bullshit. Okay? With the Justice card energy coming forth in the reversal, and it's going to get you in your head. Was the liaison being flirty when he said good morning to me? Girl, this guy is still flirting with you? Queen. I'll get into yours in just a moment, okay? But let me get into, I see yours, but let me get into a love message card for you, okay? To see if there's anything positive coming in your love life soon. So this person, even though you're probably like, that's not positive, I feel like it's positive because maybe you wanted this person to come back into your life a little bit, you know? You said, oh God. Yes, but you did not answer me if you were English or not. Are you from England? Are you from the UK? I need to know, because you said positively. That's interesting. Most Americans don't say that. So I was wondering, are you from the UK? But let's get into it and let's see here. I know, because I have UK clients. So let's get into this and let's see here. Love renewed and love revealed. You said no, you're not English. This is interesting. So where did you get positively excited? This is interesting. This is interesting. Anyway, most of the time my English clients will will say stuff like that. They'll say different things like that. The way they text is a little different. But anyway, it's cool though. But let's get into it and let's see here with this energy. Let's see. What can you expect? Oh, shit. All right, girl, you may need a personal reading, but let's get into this. All right, whenever cards come out like this, I know. But let's get into it. So pile number 1. Or I'm sorry, 1, 2. Sorry, guys, this is my roommates outside. That's here, and they're just chilling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Feel free to let me know, okay? Hi, Yvette, I see you. I haven't really been seeing him just because how my schedule's been. You're just being divinely protected whenever you have those spaces in between your schedule. There's things that this person had to work out anyway. You said, damn, 4. I know, that's what I'm saying. You got received a lot. All right, so let's get into 4. And let's see here. Can I come and see you? Ooh, queen, okay. They hope to come over, okay? They want a quick response, they miss you, and they crave you. Those are some added notations to this card. But you could be receiving a message from somebody maybe who was a little bit, selfish, okay? And wasn't really equal. Because when the Justice card in reversal comes out, there's no fairness. There's no fairness, okay, in the reversal of justice. There's completely unequal freaking energy. There's one person who's taking more, and I do not feel like it's you because this is coming towards you. You said we stopped talking 2 months ago. Yes. Well, this person's definitely going to come towards you. You said he has another girlfriend. Damn, so you got like 4 girlfriend? I don't know. I feel like this person has more than 2 girlfriends. But anyway, so can I come and see? Which I understand. Like I've been with somebody who had multiple girlfriends before, multiple people before. Like I get it. It happens. But can I come and see you? You said what? Girl, I'm not. Listen. There's one time I had this conversation with this man. And I was like, just tell me straight up how many bitches you fucking. Like just fucking tell me. Like, this nigga said 5. I was like, including me? I was like, what do you do with your time? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. And you're probably like, damn, 1 girlfriend is like a lot. I completely understand. Bank account wise, 1 girlfriend is a lot. 2 is a lot even more, especially if you're, trying to be provider for both. 3, that's immense. 4, what the fuck are you doing? And is your 4th girlfriend like long distance or what? You know what I mean? Are you really picking that up? Oh my God, there are 2 girls. Yes, I do feel like there are 2 different. I feel like there's more than 2. I feel like there's more than 2. I'm not kidding. I feel like there's more than 2 that this person has been talking to on and off. I don't feel like it's consistently. I don't feel like this person's like sleeping with this one person and then like the same day sleeping with another. I don't feel like it's like that. I feel like maybe it's, dating realm. So I feel like this person like has a tendency to kind of like, date one person 1 week, then maybe date another person, and it'll be the same people, but like just fuck one person 1 week, fuck another. It's actually very normal, in the dating realm, especially if you're not really like tied down. These other females may feel like this person's committed to them, but this person's not committed to them. They don't feel like any of them. He doesn't feel like any of them are truly his girlfriend. Okay, is also something that I'm picking up. But that's what I'm getting for you. Okay, but this person's coming back into your life. That's what I'm getting for you. And then Nana, and then Yvette, I also saw yours too. But Nana, you wanted to know, was the liaison being flirty with you? Okay, so was the liaison being flirty with you? Let's see. You're welcome, Amelia. I hope that you enjoyed that. Let's go right into Nana's read, though, and see if the liaison was flirting with you. Let's see here. Ooh. Girl, how the hell that come out again? And you saw how long it took for that card to come out too. The Justice card in reversal, damn. Okay, listen. Yes, he is flirting with you, but he may have a tendency to be a little bit on the selfish side. This could also be somebody who isn't really like fair. So I'm gonna give you another card because you've been a client of mine for some time. This person, yes, he was flirting with you overall. Okay, with the Ace of Swords, especially with communication, that's a really strong yes. But with the Justice card in reversal, I'm looking at the sword placement for some reason. Because I thought both the handles would be this way because it's in reversal, right? It's not. Something's not fair here, which means that this person only wants attention when they give it to you. They don't want attention when you give it to them, and they don't want other people to notice around them as well, is something that I'm receiving. But let's get actions speak louder. I do feel like this person's going to try to get your number or try some way to communicate with you outside of that work environment. But let's get into actions speak louder. All right, you received 2 different cards, but like I said, because you've been a client of mine for some time and you've purchased readings in the past, I'm going to read both of them for you, okay? Dearest love, I want you to come with me to see open houses today. I am finally ready to buy a house and thought then this person could be relocating, and this came up prior whenever I was reading into this person's energy. I remember very vividly, and usually I don't remember readings, okay, like that, very in-depth. But for some reason, I feel like this person is going to be moving, transitioning, and you may end up visiting that space in the future, or you may end up like helping this person pick out their new place is also something that I'm getting. Dearest love, come with me for a few days. I want to spend time with you. No distractions, just us and thought them. So this is also somebody who is going to want to go on little mini getaways with you, okay, and in their own little world. So this could even be like inviting you over for the weekend and just hanging out with them, and it'll be kind of like a getaway for you guys personally. So like where you're not so locked into the everyday stresses, where you'll have like moments of kind of just peace or serenity, even though the anxiety is still very much there, you know, like that kind of energy. But let's get into it a little bit more with a different question. Sorry, but that is what I'm receiving for that question, okay? And then Yvette said something too. Don't worry, I see the new ones too. Does David want a committed relationship with you? So does David want a committed relationship with you? So let's see here. Does David want a committed relationship with Yvette? He was waiting to see how you were going to respond to him as well, Nana. You're welcome, Nana. With the 4 of Wands energy coming forth for Yvette, I do feel like this person wants a committed relationship with you and wants to build a steady and stable foundation with you. So they're not trying to rush into it. They're wanting to take their time, okay, is also something that I'm receiving, all right? But let's get into action speak louder and see, because the 4 of Wands is very much about building a structure with somebody, possibly even moving in with them, things like that, okay? But let's get into it and let's see with action speak louder. All right, you got a couple different cards. I'm going to give you options, okay? So you have option number 1, and then you have option number 2. Feel free to let me know, Yvette, which one you are more leaning towards, okay? Which one you're leaning towards. I be feeling crazy, and he kind of paused when he said it. Girl, I'm telling you, okay, that he was expecting you to say something back. It was also something I'm receiving. All right. Now for option 1. Let's see here. Dearest soul, a lover will be offering to take care of something for you. They do not want you to feel alone. They are trying to show you that they are there for you. Love spirit is also something that's coming forth. So this person is going to try to make a little bit more effort towards the relationship. This person might also want to take care of something for you. Maybe something that's a burden of yours. It doesn't have to be a bill. It could be like picking up something, or, you know, dealing with something that normally you have to do on your own, okay? And this person finally like helping you with that is also something coming forth without having to kind of like ask them a million times and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. I'm somebody who, like, even if somebody offers to help me or whatever, I will still try to find a way to get it done myself. And if I can get it done faster myself, it's like I'm not really going to ask you for much after that, because I can get it myself, okay? And it makes me irritated whenever I get like that, okay? But for some reason, this energy coming forth, all right, this person's going to want to show you that they actually care by taking care of something for you, okay? Is what I'm receiving. But overall, and this can be like putting the down payment on like the apartment that you end up staying at, because I'm getting apartment energy, I'm not getting house energy. But definitely moving in energy is coming forth towards you as well, Yvette. But that is what I'm receiving for you. All right, now, Evelyn, why will you decide to marry your future husband? So let's see here. So why will you decide to marry your destined future husband? Wow, thought he wasn't interested. Damn, girl. Well, he's definitely coming back full force, that's for sure. But let's get into it. So why will you decide to marry your destined future partner? One already fell out. Damn. Hold on. Let me shuffle again. Jesus. So why are you going to decide to marry your destined future partner? It looks like it's going to happen after a breakup. Really intense breakup, but let's see. Yes, I was trying to move into a new apartment. Money has been funny lately. I get that. I get that. But it's going to be okay, all right? And I feel like maybe there's a little bit of a different path for you with that. But I hope that you enjoyed that. And also, if you are interested in like a moving video or whatever, I have a pick a card reading on that. Like, where are you going to move? How soon will you move? Where will you move next? I got a whole bunch of different moving videos on my pick a card playlist for moods. So my mood playlist, feel free to just scroll through that and you'll see that. It's got a bunch of videos on there though. Everything that doesn't involve love. So it'll show you about your career, different the car that you're going to get, different things like that, how you're going to upgrade your life, your spiritual gifts, things like that. All of that is included in my moods playlist, but everything in regards to love is just already on there. But let's get into it. Let's see here. So why will you choose your destined future husband? Let's see here. The King of Wands, you are going to choose your person. Yeah, I do feel like you were broken up with this individual and you're going to end up gravitating back towards this individual. But I'm also getting that this could also be somebody that you end up meeting, because I'm getting two different options for potential like future marriage partners. I'm getting one strongly. There's one from the past who's going to be really evident, still wanting to keep you in like a certain karmic cycle. Then there's another person who's really headstrong, very fiery, very feisty. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be. Okay. And you said we are currently broken up. Yes. Yeah. So this person's going to be gravitating back towards you. But on the high note, this other person, the reason why you're going to choose them, back to your question, is that they're always going to be relentless towards you. Even when you're like, stop talking to me or whatever, this person's still going to want to keep talking to you. This person's still going to want to be there for you. This person's still going to want to push and try to make things work, is also something that's coming forth. Even when you're like, dude, I feel like you're self-sabotaging our connection, even the little bit that we have left, you're going to end up working that out. But let's see why you're going to marry your best future husband. So you're going to marry them because, one, the sex is fire and they're very attractive, but at the same time, you're going to fall in love with a relentless type of energy. I keep hearing, if you have to burn it all down, let it burn. I keep hearing that, like that TikTok sound. This is that person's energy with the King of Wands in reversal. So this person doesn't care who's standing in the way, who's in competition, whatever. This person's very relentless. So let's get into it. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay, feel free to let me know which one you gravitate mostly towards. Okay, I'll watch a pick of card readings after the live. Thanks a lot, Josh. You're welcome, Yvette. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Also, I'll get into yours right after this one. I'm just waiting on her answer for this. Okay, here we go. 3. Dearest love, I cleaned out my closet for you. You can officially move in little by little into my space. My space that will soon become our space is also something that I'm getting here, okay? I feel the need to read this one too. If you don't mind, I'm going to read this one. Dearest you, my career has stabilized and I want you to live with me. Damn, yeah, okay. These are in correlation, okay? Definitely in correlation. To the point where, yes, so, with this energy, definitely in correlation. You're going to end up falling in love with this person because this person's going to be there for you at all costs. This person's also going to make like the appropriate moves of like wanting you to like live with them whenever like you're in struggle or anything like that. If you want to change a space, change scenery, whatever, this person's definitely going to want you to live with them or to do something different there, okay? And this person, like I said, is willing to put in the effort towards that. So this is not somebody who's going to be like, well, I guess that's your problem, or I guess that's your situation, or whatever. Stephanie, MVP of Donate Tonight. Yes, she is. And because of that, I'm going to give her a free 10-minute reading whenever she sees fit to redeem. And it can include 2 questions if you'd like, and I can do that within a 10-minute time frame. Just feel free to let me know whenever you want to redeem that, okay? But thank you so much for your purchase, all right? I really do appreciate that. But back to Evelyn's, just ending it there. I do feel really strongly, okay, that you being with this person is going to stabilize a lot of things in your life. It's going to stabilize your home life. It's going to make you feel a lot more secure and at peace, which is also going to relate a lot. It's going to like ripple, it's going to create a ripple effect into your career to the point where you are going to be happy. Like, even when you have a bad fucking day at work, you're going to come home and you will actually be happy with this person. And that is why you will choose that destined partners, because this person's relentless energy, and a lot of time fire sign energy is really lively. Okay, it's very lively, it's very optimistic, it's very positive most of the time. Okay, and they're very much go-getters, especially like Aries or Sagittarian energy. And Leo, they all have this childlike wonder to them, especially Aries energy will have childlike wonder to them, to like where it doesn't matter how old they get, they will always have this youthful spirit. They will always have this like urgency to like want to progress or to move forward, things like that. Okay, but that is what I'm getting. You said, yes, I'm Aries. No wonder. I was like, Aries, 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 Aries. This is literally what I was just kept getting into, this freaking zodiac sign. But all right, so you're an Aries. That makes sense. This person may mirror your energy at times, even when you become self-destructive, because now I know your zodiac sign. But that is what I'm receiving for you, love. I hope that you enjoyed that. But let's go right into Stephanie's read. Let's see here. Hey guys, after this paid reading, I am going to hop off, okay? So feel free. I'm going to be back on live streaming tomorrow, all right? I'm going to do a later live tomorrow. I won't be on in the morning because I want to record some content, and I want to be available for personal reads tomorrow. Thursdays usually are a little bit of a busy day for me. So I want to make sure that I'm available in the morning for like reading deliveries or but if anybody submits like any late night reads or anything like that. But I will be live streaming tomorrow evening, okay? But let's get into it. This past guy is a Virgo, the one I'm broken up with. Does he have a Leo rising? But anyways, yeah. All right, so let's see here. Let's put the clock back on. And then you let me know. I don't know if you want to message me personally your questions or not, but just let me know. You said, yes, he does, Leo rising. Yeah, that's really common for Virgos. I don't think, there's like a lot of Virgos that I end up meeting have Leo risings. And it's kind of an annoying placement for Virgo energy. You have to be very transparent, okay? I would rather take a Taurus with a Leo rising than a Virgo with a Leo rising. Okay, any fucking day of the week. But they also do have this very charming quality to them. You know, the person I was, that used to be married to, his sun sign was Virgo and his rising sign was Leo. Okay, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's just fucking took a shot for that one. This person was just very, anyways, I hope you have a great night, okay? Just anything you need to know. All right, cool. So did you want the full 20-minute read for anything that you need to know? Or did you want to ask like maybe an additional question in between? Or do you want to just save that space or ask you at the 10-minute mark? Let me know. He's very full of himself. Yes, yes, yes. Virgos or Leo risings have a tendency to be like that, love. I just, but there's also that attractiveness that you feel to that arrogance too. You know what I mean? But anyway, have a great night, okay? And Stephanie, just let me know, do you want me to just do the full 20-minute reading on that? Or do you want me to do, what's it called? Do you want me to do like 10 minutes of just what you need to know and then save that space, put the pause on the timer, and then we dive into like any additional question that you might have? Yes, maybe just checked after the 10-minute mark. All right, cool. So let's get into it and let's see. So what do you need to know at this time? So what does Stephanie need to know at this time? Dang, girl, you're about to heal, and you're about to majorly heal from certain things that have hurt you, especially in the past, not just in love, but also I'm feeling in career too, okay, with the Temperance card that's coming forth. And you're going to feel this healing this month is something I'm getting in particular, okay? I normally don't say that, but you're going to feel like this really big, immense healing this month to like where if somebody were to deny you or somebody would reject you or somebody were to do whatever, you really wouldn't take it to heart. You really wouldn't take it personally. You really wouldn't take it to like the next level of depression the way that I get it. I get to that level sometimes to like where I will just freaking, my whole room will be dark. Nothing will be playing. I don't want to get bothered by anybody. I just want to like sulk for like 24 hours. I understand that feeling. Okay. But with this energy, you're not really going to be living in that energy anymore. It's almost like there's a certain oppression that has been over you for some time that's going to be lifted. But with the Four of Pentacles energy coming up in the reversal, this is also about you opening up more. And I do feel like this is going to be in relation to your content creation. And it's going to really amplify your network. It's also going to amplify not just your network online, it's going to be your network in person. So this could also mean like different friends that you end up meeting at these different events that you end up opening yourself up to connect to. So this could even be like, maybe you used to deny, and you're a very fun person, you go to events, you travel, you do fun things, but it's almost like you don't do things that necessarily truly connect people in conversation. Like you don't necessarily like, you do things that still give room for self-isolation. Okay, which is kind of explains your Libra rising a little bit. They kind of like that at times. They're very charming, they're people pleasing, but a lot of the times they like to spend time on their own to process things, to weigh out their options, to look at their different choices, like things like that. They like that. They like having their alone time, or like having that time to kind of like decompress and stuff like that. They don't like to be like pressed on things and stuff like that. But with the Four of Pentacles energy, this could also be somebody opening up to you about something that they've been keeping secret or dear, like really deep. I'm like pointing to my chest like you can fucking see it. Like really deep within inside, okay? Now the next card that you're receiving is the Ten of Swords. This is going to lead to possibly you ending something with someone, okay? Or maybe just calling it temporarily quits with the Ten of Swords energy coming up in the upright. It's almost like there's too much pain, like way too much pain. And this could be due to maybe somebody revealing to you their hidden intent or their malicious behavior. It's almost like if they don't say it directly, you're going to read between the lines so freaking deeply that you would have to be freaking, I feel like even an idiot could read past that, like those lines of conversation. It's almost like you would honestly understand it immediately when this person tells you. It's almost like your brain is going to naturally translate it to where you're going to feel the truth within what they're saying, okay? Like you're going to feel where the truth is at of what they're really saying, okay? Now, next to it, you have the Four of Wands energy coming forth in the upright. This is also leading you to a relationship that you are moving in with your partner, okay? Whether it's going to be or it's going to be somebody else, you're definitely going to be moving in with your partner with the Four of Wands energy coming forth. And this is going to throw you for a shock, but I feel like it's also going to throw your family for a shock a little bit too, okay? Because they thought that they would have more. I don't know, I keep hearing more time, more time. But with the Hangman energy coming forth in the upright position underneath the Temperance, this actually screams a lot of Sagittarius energy, because a lot of times people think the Hangman is just Libra energy, but it's actually Pisces and Sagittarius, which creates the Libra frequency, which, has been shown on my previous, descriptive tarot cards and things of that nature. But with the Hangman energy coming forth and the Temperance card, this gives me a time frame of Sagittarius season or this person's zodiac sign of Sagittarius, okay? But let's go into the Four of Pentacles in the reversal. You have the Queen of Cups in reversal. Your heart is no longer towards this person. You may grow emotionally cold towards this person when this person ends up coming in and wanting to offer you a lot more. This could be E. And it's because of the timing delay. It's because this person didn't value you when you were there, when you were ready, when you were just like honestly ready to go. And this person's going to gravitate back towards you more closer to the end of November. When does Sagittarius season start? Let me see here. Sagittarius dates. November 22nd to December 21st is Sagittarius, is in the ninth sign of the zodiac, is known as the Archer, representing a love of freedom, adventure, and intellectual pursuits, okay? Which is actually similar to Libra energy, and I can understand why a lot of Libras have Sagittarius rising. Anyway, so with the Queen of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal, this is also somebody who they feel like you can be so beautiful but yet so cold at the same time. You could either be really tapped into your emotions and be very sensitive and be loving, but then there's a different side of you that they really don't like seeing, because then they have to bring out a side of themselves that they don't necessarily want to keep up with that mask that they put on towards you, especially in that conversation. They don't want to keep up with that mask. They don't want to have to keep doing touch-ups to that mask, or, like covering up what they were really saying. I don't know why I got a geisha energy and then I got like a samurai mask, which is very interesting. Somebody might be really into like Asian culture Samurai mask are like known in like kabuki stuff. But anyway, so which is Japanese, I believe. But underneath the 10 of swords energy, it's actually a makeup brush as well, type of makeup brush. The sun card energy coming forth, okay, and it's coming up in the reversal. Leo energy vibrantly. Now, with the sun card energy coming up in the reversal underneath, you're going to be breaking up with somebody because they're not making their intentions clear. You're going to be pushing somebody away because they're not being 100% honest with you, and you are going to feel it in your system, and you don't like the way you feel when somebody is directly lying to you about something. You feel it. It's like, if you've ever seen Once Upon a Time, the show, and you remember like Emma, how she had her quote unquote superpower of knowing when people lie, okay, or when people are telling the truth. It's very much like that. But underneath the 7 of Swords energy, you're getting the 7 of Wands, so double 77 energy, so you're getting an angel number as well. You are possibly going to block somebody. You are possibly going to set some really strong boundaries to the point where somebody's going to be like, damn, like, are you doing this just to get back at me? Are you doing this just to kind of like retaliate against me? Are you very serious this time? Like, what's going on? This person's going to be in their head about that. They're not going to take what you say to them at face value until your actions change and shift. And that is what is going to happen pretty soon here, because you've already been mentally making that decision for some time, but it's going to eventually happen for you, that switch. And it's actually not going to postpone anything that was destined to happen, okay, between the both of you guys. It's actually going to revitalize the connection, you guys ending it, which is very interesting. Now, underneath the 4 of Wands, you have the Page of Wands energy coming forth. And the Page of Wands energy is coming up in the reversal position. This is somebody who is going to be a little bit too arrogant with their sexuality towards you and is going to put you off, like, pretty harshly. And it's going to kind of like put you off in a way where you're going to be like, yeah, when I have sex with you, of course I have chemistry with you, but I don't want that to be our entire relationship. And this person's going to go back and forth, okay, between sexual and emotional quite frequently, to the point where you're not going to really know if he wants true committed energy. This is kind of like what you've been already experiencing, but it's going to be revamped up and it's going to be pushed a little bit harder towards you so that you can make a full decision coming soon here. And there's also somebody else being brought from your past. I'm serious, not just the person who's already reconnected with you. This is somebody who refuses to leave you out in the cold, but also refuses to fulfill you. This is very much ease energy shining through here, okay? I am feeling that really strongly. But getting into it, even more so, you have the Knight of Cups energy universal. You may end up rejecting somebody's offer. And it's because of their arrogance, I'm telling you. It's because they chose to say what they did. Oh my God, to say what they did. This person may end up explaining to you something that they did in the past. But I feel like this person's not necessarily going to explain, okay, what they really mean or their true intention. They're going to kind of try to cover it up with something else. And you're going to end up having to read into it a little bit yourself, to like where you're like, I don't know, it's almost like a split-second decision, to like where you're not really going to have that much time is also something that I'm getting. And this may also put you off from this person. Now, the next card you're getting is the 8 of Pentacles energy coming up in the reversal. This is also about somebody that you end up cutting off communication with, okay? You're getting double 88 and you're getting double 77. So I'm going to pause the timer at the 10-minute mark. And we're going to get into double 77. 77, angel number, love meaning. So it symbolizes a powerful spiritual connection, a divine union, and the resolution of issues within relationships. It encourages you to trust your intuition, foster balance, and pursue connections that align with your core values, leading to deeper understanding and profound bonds. The number 77 signifies that you are on the right path in matters of the heart. Remember I told you, like, there's nothing, it's not gonna push away something that was destined for you. Okay, you can't necessarily push away anything that's truly destined for you. Okay, I'm serious. Now you can try to you can destroy your destiny, by acting differently within that destiny, this is not like pushing away. Oh my God, I'm confusing you. So whenever, this is for instance, you could be at your wedding and it's your destiny to get married, or it's your destiny to have that wedding. but you still have that free will to walk away at the fucking altar. Like that kind of energy. You could self-sabotage, or you could do something different, or it's based off of your energy mainly. But anyway, so divine union. So this also suggests a fated, spiritually aligned connection with another person, encouraging the deepening of bonds and a sense of combined energy, resolution, and communication. So even though you're going to end up blocking this person, trying not to speak with them, trying to create some separation in space, this person is going to come full force towards you anyway. Like anyway, I'm going to pull out another card. And the way that they're going to come towards you is going to be kind of like how they came towards you recently. Okay? And this is going to be talking about wanting to move in and all this stuff. But with the Three of Cups energy coming up in the reversal, this person's also negatively gossiping about you to their closest friends too. Don't get that twisted, especially with the Three of Cups in reversal. But on a positive note, this person's no longer going to be involved in this third-party situation. This person's going to dismiss this other person and try to hyper-focus on you. Is also something that's coming forth. But it's not going to happen unless you set a really strong boundary that I don't just want a relationship involving sex. Sorry. Sex is really cool. It's really great. But I would like to confide in you about how I feel about today. Or why my favorite color is purple. You know, like that kind of energy. Okay? Now, the next one that you're getting is the Six of Cups. All right? So with the Six of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal, there's somebody who's very attached to the previous version of you and refuses to let you go or to move on or to allow you to move on and connect with somebody new as well. This person has a tendency to be a little bit stuck in the past. But this is something that you need to know because this person's coming at you pretty full force. Now, there's also somebody who's never really forgotten you, who could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, who's going to be coming in pretty hot and heavy, and I think we know who that is. And you may end up having to reject this person or go on a journey or a trip with this person, which could also be a potential. This person may try to lure you in a little bit with the trip. And I don't know why I feel like this person's going to make it seem like there's some type of work involved on this trip as well, with the Chariot card coming forth in the upright is also something that I'm getting. But let's get into it and let's see here. All right, so do you have a different question before I dive into the love message cards? Do you have a different question or would you like me to do a continuation? But I wanted to get into the love message cards first, but just let me know. I haven't started the timer yet. Yvette, the pictures on the cards are interesting. Yes, they're kind of different, huh? I like them. It's from my anime tarot that I got by Natasha. What does it say? Natasha Iglesias with a Y. I love it. Anyway, Natasha, she's pretty cool. Anime, all right? And she makes really cool decks. But thank you, I appreciate it. I like this deck as well. I'm gonna get more. I have pink tarot. Just a continuation. All right, cool. So let's get into it and let's see here. Before we get into the love messages, I want to just see something really quick. This week's energy in regards to love. This week's energy in regards to love. From this point, 7 days out. Okay. Yeah, I knew it. 10 of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright. There's somebody who's going to be wanting to get into a committed relationship with you again. It could be an ex. Okay? And this has been somebody who's maybe been trying for a little while. And this person's going to be gravitating back towards you when you're emotionally not at your peak. When you're emotionally a little bit kind of, I don't want to say weak. But when you're emotionally a little bit vulnerable. Okay? Next card that came out for you is the Three of Pentacles in the reversal, and this is going to throw off your plans a little bit because this person's going to want to kind of derail your plans or invite themselves like on your plan. Okay, so this could be like somebody you're like, oh well, I'm going here, here, and here. You know, I don't know if I'll have time after. Well, I can meet you there. This is that type of person who's going to want to do that. Okay. Now the next card that you're receiving is the Fool card energy coming forth in the reversal. This is by chance. And it may be a little bit chaotic when this person ends up coming back into your world just a little bit. But this is also a wish granted because there's certain aspects that you kind of wanted this person to change, but you didn't really know if they were going to change them, okay? And it looks like this separation of space led this person to kind of like come to a decision, but there's two different people who are wanting a serious connection with you, and this is going to be happening within a 7-day time frame, okay? Getting into the Strength card. You have the Six of Wands. There's also going to be somebody who's going to be love bombing you like freaking crazy all right, with the Six of Wands, but it's also going to feel like a personal victory because you're like, inside, you're going to be like, well, I kind of always knew this person was going to come back. Or I kind of knew that this person was going to kind of like message me, like that kind of energy. Now, underneath the, what is this? Three of Pentacles in the reversal. Let's see here. Oof. You have the Knight of Cups. You're going to end up rejecting one of these two offers that come your way, possibly again. And this person's going to be pretty much relentless even after you reject them, because they know that at one point you did like them, or at one point you did accept them, or at one point you did care. Now, with the Fool card energy, this could be somebody who has Aries or Aquarius in their chart. Now, underneath the Fool card, you have the Five of Cups in the reversal. Now, maybe you thought that this person and you were officially done, that this person wasn't going to come back around, or this person wouldn't try even harder, but this person's going to be trying harder. Now, let's get into the Nine of Cups. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. And it's coming up on the side, but let's see which position that it would like to be in. Okay, Ace of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright position underneath the Nine of Cups. This is almost like winning the lottery. Like if somebody were to ask me if they were going to win the lottery, this would be a pretty decent spread, okay, for it. With the Ace of Pentacles energy coming up right underneath the Nine of Pentacles, I feel really strongly this is going to be an emotional win. It's going to be a personal wish. Oh my God, what am I talking like right now? It's going to be a personal wish that you are going to have granted in regards to this emotional kind of connection that you were sharing with somebody who maybe was in and out, didn't really want to change, or was a little stubborn, didn't really understand where you were coming from, is also something that I'm receiving. It's almost like the reasons why you broke with this person doesn't find it just or doesn't find it worthy, is also something coming forth. Maybe it's because you held back a little bit on the reasons why you broke up with him, is also something that's coming forth with the Ace of Pentacles energy and the upright underneath the Knight of Cups. But let's get into it a little bit more. And let's get some love messages. So for the first spread, what does she need to know in regards to love messages? And then we'll get into within the 7 day. Dearest love, this is not a day I want to spend apart. I'm sorry, I don't know why I heard this is not a day I want to spend apart from you. Dearest love, there is not a day I want to spend apart from you. I don't care what mood you're in. Come sit with me. Talk to me. Let's laugh together and let's work. And let this wave of emotion pass. Damn, I have horrible handwriting, guys. This wave of emotion pass as we drift off together is also something coming forth. Now, the next one that you're getting is, dearest love, I never envisioned myself with someone like you, honestly, because I didn't know you even existed. You are a walking dream that I never thought I could dream. Your beauty leaves me in awe. I just heard knows no bounds, which is interesting. But anyway, your beauty leaves me in awe. Now, the next one that you're receiving is, dearest you, it's time I apologize to you. I'm sorry I have been distant. You don't even know what I had to wake up to. I miss you. Two different individuals are going to be wanting to come towards you, and it's going to feel kind of like a form of an apology, them approaching you, whether they directly apologize to you. One of them is going to directly apologize to you. One of them is going to be nonchalant, and a lot of it's going to be subliminal apologies towards you, and may not be enough because you kind of want this person to take some form of accountability for how they treated you or how they switched up, is also something that I'm receiving. Dearest you both will sign very important documents soon. Congratulations, you officially have a partner in life. Love spirit is also something coming forth. There could be somebody who's wanting to move in with you, and I'm telling you, you're going to end up signing at least with one of these people, okay? And you're going to end up moving in with one of these people, is also something that I'm receiving. But let's get into what can you expect in the next 7 days. So let's see. So what can you expect in the next 7 days? And we'll also get Actions Speak Louder. We'll do a separate spread for that one as well. Same way I did this one. But let's see, for within the next 7 days. Dearest desire, you turn me on like a self-ignited flame. You keep me always coming back for more. Loving you and making love with you is never a chore, is also something that I'm receiving here. This is somebody who is very turned on by you, and it's almost like somebody's looking at your social media and shit and thinking you were like that like all the time, is also something that I'm receiving. Now, the next one that you're getting is engagement, wedding bells. There's somebody who really does envision marrying you, and it could be 2 different people. And I've been saying this for a little while, but it is 2 different people who envision marrying you. Now, you're also getting text message, are you mad at me? is also something coming forth. There's somebody who's going to try to reassure themselves that they still have like you as an option. They still have you to like come back to. They still have you to kind of like confide in, like that kind of energy. Dearest love, seeing you again after all this time has made me think differently. What I used to want, I no longer do. And I think we know exactly who this card is for, because this one comes up in repetition for you. But let's get into it. So this is going to be somebody who's really wanting to marry you and really wanting to get into a committed relationship with you. You could end up in a relationship again in a little bit. It's not going to be too long before in your relationship again. It could be going back to the Aquarius potentially. Okay, but let's get into action speak louder, and let's see here. So what do you need to know? We'll go into what you need to know, and then we'll also get into the next 7 days. So what do you need to know? I knew it. Girl, hold on. What do you need to know? Dearest soul, today you will run into your ex. Things will be different. You will have your Jenna Rink and Chris Grandy moment in the taxi scene. You may not feel the way you once did. You are seeing them with new eyes. Love spirits. So I don't know why I feel like this is going to be like in actually a lot. It's going to be kind of like a different way that it actually happened for Jenna Rink and Chris Grandy. It's going to be kind of like a Jenna Rink and Matt. You know what I mean? Like Jenna and Matt. I don't know why I'm getting that energy as well, okay? But it's almost like you're going to be seeing this person in like a relief. It's almost like you're going to be seeing this person like, damn, I can't believe I didn't appreciate you before. Like that kind of energy is also something that I'm getting. Now you're also receiving Dearest You. I have been commenting under your, oh my God. Dearest You, I've been commenting under your post to get your attention. I've been waiting to see what you will do. In thought them. Now, this could also be the fire sign who reached out to you as well. But let's get into it. Dearest You, I've been uploading posts about my feeling towards you. A lot about social media and communication, subliminal communication about how somebody feels about you is coming through as well, okay? Make me uncomfortable around her and then acting as like to see one. Hey, Queen. I'll answer your question in just a second. I'll leave your question for the last answer, okay? I wasn't going to answer any more after this, but let's get into it. So, I am trying to grab your attention. I'm going to post again soon. In thought them is also something coming forth. But getting into the next one you're receiving is Dearest You, I'm out and everything is fine, more than fine. Yet I can't stop thinking of you and checking my phone. Somebody wants you at their place after they leave, like an event or something like that. This person may end up inviting you over, is also something I'm getting. This is somebody in close proximity to you, not somebody who's like far away from you. I will reach out to see if you want to see me after this. I want to see you badly. I want to see you badly. I want to see you. In thought them is also something coming forth. But let's get into what you can expect in the next 7 days. So what can you expect within the next 7 days? Dearest Crush, I have tickets to a major event and I would like for you to come with me. You are such a blast to be around. I would miss you if you didn't come. In thought them is also something coming forth. So this energy, you could be getting invited to an event. It doesn't have to be a concert or anything like that. It could be something kind of minuscule but major to them, okay? It could be like a movie premiere or something like that. It's like where they actually want to take you out and do something a little bit different, but definitely an invitation to hang out. Dearest You, not being intimate together has created a barrier. I wish you wanted to touch more and argue less. Touch more, say less. I hope you don't reject me after I try to be intimate. I hope you want me as much as I want you, is also something that's coming forth. Now the next one you're receiving, you have a couple more. Dearest love, I'm going to call out of work. I miss you and I crave peace with you today. I don't mind the loss of pay. In thought them is also something that's coming forth. So there could be somebody who may end up rearranging their schedule to match when you're off. It's almost like they want to meet up with you right away, is also like what I'm feeling. Dearest You, I will help you move into your new place. I will help you unload and load. I want to be there for you and love them. There's going to also be somebody that you had like talked about moving in with, but maybe it never really happened. That conversation is going to end up coming up again with this person from the past. Dearest you, I want to begin trying for a baby with you. I want to have a baby with you. And thought them. So this person could end up accidentally getting you pregnant, quote unquote, accidentally. Or this person could actually envision having a family with you and wanting that with you, and it end up manifesting into existence without this person really intentionally doing it. Okay, is also something that comes that's coming forth towards you. But that is what I'm receiving for you. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. I'm going to go ahead and mark it as completed here. And for the two people who are on here still, I'll answer your question, okay? It'll be quick reads, and then I'll hop off. And then tomorrow I will be back on later. You're welcome, love. Thank you. All right. You said okay. All right, cool. All right, so let's get into it. So, Queen, your question was why is my grandma making me uncomfortable around her and then acting innocent like 61? What do you mean? What do you mean? Explain a little bit deeper. So what do you mean by that? You just wanted to know why your grandma's acting different? Cause she your grandma? I'm gonna tell you much right now. But anyway, but let me know. Okay. Like 12. Oh no, it's fine. Just explain, okay? Explain a little bit more and I'll get into it. What's up, guys? So while Queen rewords her question, I'm just going to go into it. So what does A truly want from you romantically compared to the other girls he's flirting with? Hazel. Okay. This person can't really get into a solid connection or romantic connection and truly fulfill their partner. And that's their issue, okay? Is that they keep thinking that it's their partner, but in reality, it has a lot to do with them. With the 10 of Cups energy coming up in the reversal, even though you feel like it would be amazing to get into a relationship with this person, it would actually be hell on wheels with the 10 of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal. But let's get in action, speak louder, okay? And see what this person truly wants from you out of the relationship and if they're going to do anything about it. All right, so you got a couple different options here that came out for you. So you have option 1, option 2, and option 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Queen, I still don't understand your question, girl. So you just want to know why your grandmother's acting innocent and she's trying to make you feel bad for what she did? Probably because people in her life didn't really hold themselves accountable to their actions and just kind of swept things under the rug. This is like a little bit during that time frame, but 2? All right, cool. So let's get into it and let's see here for Hazel. Dearest you, I'm starting to trust you. I will begin giving you certain tasks only people closest to me get to do. Please follow through. In thought them is also something that's coming forth, okay? So this person's going to end up giving you a couple of like different things or different more responsibilities to where you're going to end up seeing that this person trusts you more and they trust you because you follow through a lot more is also something that I'm receiving, okay? But that's what I'm receiving for you, Hazel, all right? But getting into Queen, all right, so why did your grandma make you feel bad for something that she did? Let's see here. Seven of Swords in the reversal, okay? So my grandmother's son essayed me when I was younger, right? So she makes me feel bad about that, okay? So trust me, I understand that. But at the same time, I understand that that's just the way she was raised, like, honestly. So it was her way of, like, to be raised where she covers up everything for her sons and shit. And, like, she'll, like, cover up everything and make sure that nothing but ever bad happens to them. And then I get all the backlash for it. You know, like, oh, you're ruining the family. You're separating the family. You're doing this. No, I just called out the bullshit and said it how it is. And this is fucked up. This is real fucked up. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. But with the Seven of Swords energy coming up in the reversal, this person has secrets of their own. This person does do this in order to manipulate you a little bit, but there's nothing that you can necessarily say to change this person's way of being at this time. This person has grown accustomed to the way that they are. So sorry, Jazz, the older generation was such enablers. Yeah, you know, I'm 28. I'll be all right. You know, I'm about to be 29 in February, so it's all right. But with the Seven of Swords energy, it's not all right, but it's all right because I'm alive. Honestly, I'm just grateful to be alive. Honestly, at this point, the way my family has left me for dead, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm just happy to be alive. I'm happy to have shelter. I'm happy to just be okay. So that's what I'm happy for, okay? And I'm happy to have people that I can connect with online, things like that. I'm just happy about that, okay? So with the Seven of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal, this is somebody who refuses to take accountability and also has her own secrets, has things that have happened to her similarly, and other people blamed her, okay? So she's retaliating against you. So I'm not trying to necessarily be like, I've been bendito to your grandma, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, but at the same time, I kind of am. Because she old, man. You know, she's only gonna be here for a little amount of time, and trust me, you're gonna miss your grandma when she's gone. So, yeah, it's about SA. So like, am I unsafe? Am I protected from it, girl? If you sitting in the fire, you ain't protected from the fire. You ain't the Queen of Dragons, okay? So I'm gonna tell you this. I'm probably not the person to ask this, because I will tell you to remove yourself from that situation, find a safe environment, find peace, find solitude, even if you gotta struggle, freaking hustle your way to fucking shelter. That's the way my mindset works, okay? Because I've done it. And people have followed me on TikTok and have seen me go through fucking that shit. From getting punched in the face by my mom, from freaking left for dead for nothing, fucking getting abandoned, fucking, like, the name the fucking list, it goes on. So trust me when I tell you, I understand how it feels. Like, my uncle who essayed me sends my niece fucking Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and shows up to baby showers and shit, and I just want to throw a bottle of liquor at his face. I completely understand. You know, I completely understand. And I had to literally, I don't like drinking, but when I drink alcohol, I'm very upset. Do you understand? Most of the time I'm pretty upset. So, or I'm unhappy. But if I'm drinking wine, most of the time I'm pretty happy. But or champagne, or, you know, light stuff, that I'm happy, because that's something I can enjoy. But things that taste like I'm dying, of course I am going to be kind of upset, or I'm going to be kind of mad whenever I'm like, I want to drink. I'm really stressed out, or I'm really like to the brink, okay? So I was at my niece's baby shower, drunk as fuck on the bench, okay? Mind you, she didn't even arrive yet, because the person who essayed me is sitting down, laughing, rubbing on my sister's belly and shit, not knowing that this nigga smells baby freaking blankets for fun and gets high off of the high, okay? It's nasty. I'm the only one in the family who calls his ass out, and I'm wrong for it because I'm refusing to sweep it under the rug and just fucking swallow it, no pun intended. But with the Seven of Swords energy coming up in the reversal, I feel like a lot of this has been generational for your grandmother, okay? And I feel like, yeah, she is trying to make it seem like it was your fault, okay? And it will probably even go down to like what you were wearing, all right? I was 6 years old. I hadn't even developed kneecaps yet. Okay, so I completely understand. Your kneecaps fully don't develop until you're like 9 or 10. Okay, most people don't know that. All right, so when I was getting S8, I didn't have fucking kneecaps. So of course I'm gonna hold a grudge against that, not put my future child in that situation, or surrounded by those people who enabled me and suffocated my voice or any form of justice that I was meant to receive in that situation. Do you understand? So you have to protect yourself, all right? Especially if you're over 18 and you have a job and you live in America. What I want you to do, if you have like a struggle with like finding a place to live or something like that, or getting approved and you're like, fuck, I don't have credit for that, I don't have the down payment for that, or whatever, I want you to search on PadSplit, okay? PadSplit is like I'm not marketing for it. I actually do it myself, okay? And you're able to like pay on like the weekly basis, and you're also pay at a weekly or monthly or bi-weekly, whatever you see fit, and you get approved based off of your income, all right? And it's not necessarily credit focused, all right? Some people require like a down payment. Some people most of the time don't. Okay, most of the time, if you wait a couple days or wait a week, and if you really have time, wait a month, and they'll send you a large ass fucking promo code to where you can put down towards your first booking stay, you know, for your like living arrangement if that's an issue. Okay, but you got to like do something different. All right, you got to get out of the fire. Like at some point, you're gonna have to take a swim, you know. um it's all about transitional changes. At some point, you know, after you swim, you're gonna have to walk on land, and after you walk on land and you're dripping wet, you're gonna have to go close to the fire again. You know what I mean? Like all of it's interconnected. All right, but anyway, is she planning to do anything to me? Because she's downstairs moaning right now. It's like she's planning it. Girl, if you in danger, call the po-po. I cannot give you, for real, I cannot give you legal advice or even medical advice or anything like that. So if you feel like you're in danger, my best advice would be to separate yourself from that environment. Like after my mom punched me in the face, I didn't stay there and ruin the moment and like, and be like, oh yeah, my mom fucking just choked me against my car. My cousin held my hands behind my back and she fucking punched me in the face relentlessly, and I had to break free from that. I went in my car. I fucking left, went around the corner, called the cops to document it, not to press charges against my mom, but just to document it just in case I fucking die. Okay? Like that kind of energy. I want them to know who did it. All right? Because those motherfuckers aren't going to tell the truth to fucking save their lives. So I wanted them to know who did it. I fucking made sure that they didn't press charges. I called every single fucking day to make sure she wasn't arrested. I was checking bookings every single fucking day while I was healing from my black eye. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I for real, when I say this, I never want anything bad to happen to my mom. Okay? But karma's a bitch. You know? So that ended up happening. But if you're in danger, separate yourself from that situation. Okay? Find a safe zone for yourself. If you're like, I can't afford this, I can't. Padsplit.com, honey. If you're in America, they have tons of different places. It's not everywhere, but they have tons of different places in different states, and you can check it out. Okay? It's kind of like Roomster. Okay? Or like, you know, what used to be Nest Share. Padsplit actually bought out Nest Share. You know what I mean? So it's, you stay in a house, you rent out a space, you like sublease your space in a room, and you pay a weekly payment. Okay? Or a monthly payment or whatever. And most of the time you don't have to put like a large security deposit down or anything like that. All right, and they'll work with you with those things. But you have to be willing to kind of be open to change, and you have to be willing to stand up for yourself and to be like, no, I'm not going to take this, you know, anymore. Like, my voice does matter. My pain does matter. What happened to me does matter. It really did happen to me, and I don't feel like anybody else should go through this, especially the generations that I birth. Do you understand? Because that's pain in itself. And I know that probably seems pretty deep, but it was pretty deep when I was healing from the pain. Do you understand? So I completely understand why you feel that way. Okay? Laurel J, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I didn't say that for sympathy or anything like that. I appreciate that. I'm an Aquarius. You don't have to send that to me. But, yeah, it's just something that I really advocate for. So I talk about my pain a lot, or I'll talk about things that I went through a lot. That's the way that I overcome these things, or the way that I kind of get a little bit more settled. And to say that I'm 100% fully healed from that would be a fucking lie, because I still have flashbacks. Okay? And I still have moments where I'm like, oh shit, like I can't deal with this. You know what I mean? Or like I get to the point where someone will be on top of me and I'll be like, I can't breathe. Like I'm serious. Like when my lover's just like on top of me or whatever, I'm just like, I can't breathe right now. Like I need some space. Like I can't. And he doesn't get it because I don't want to open up to him and tell him about these things. Do you understand? Because then they'll just put me in this box, and I don't want it repeated in a fight. I don't want it repeated after that. You know what I mean? So I keep that to myself. But I completely understand having those flashbacks and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's what I'm receiving for you, love. All right. I feel like I want to end this on a positive note, so I'm going to give you an option for a message card. Do you want like a love message card for something positive coming your way? I hope you got the help you needed, Jazz, because we can survive these things, but they leave scars. We can't heal ourselves. For sure, love, but health insurance and mental health insurance is very expensive. So I just do grounding, and I do Reiki, and I try to process things, and I try to help other people throughout the situation, and I talk to my guides. And I don't trust therapists because I talk to my guides. So I don't want other people knowing that. Okay? So I'm really personal. I don't want people in my personal world. I don't trust therapists. That's my thing. But you're right, for sure. It would be great, but I just don't trust therapists. okay? It's like they're fucking programmed to put you in the fucking asylum. So I don't really, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, you tell them, like, man, like, at that point, and they're like, oh, this person needs to be put in asylum, or this person needs to put, and then you're probably like, well, you just have to pick the right therapist. Bitch, I don't want to have to think about that. I already have to think about that with dating. But at the same time, I get it. It helps people. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But anyway, so let's go into it. Does Amari still have a crush on me? All right, so let's go into it. All right, so just to end it on a positive note, so instead of giving you a love message card, I'm just going to give you one more. And then I'm going to answer everybody's, okay? And then I'm going to hop off. Well, not everybody's, guys. It's like 12:23. I've been online for almost 2 hours. And I'm not trying to bother my roommates or nothing, okay? So let's get into it, and let's see here. Because we're talking about deep stuff, guys. So does Amari still have a crush on you? So let's see here. Does Amari still have a crush on you? Queen. Yes, he does. But he has a tendency to be an asshole and say some shit that he shouldn't really be saying to you. Okay, with the King of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal, this person may also do things and say things that are just not... I'm really finicky. I'm very sensitive. So you just got to watch what you fucking say half the time. Because it's going to stay in my head. I got mental health issues. So it'll stay in my head. Okay. And other people who just don't have a sensitivity to that, I can't communicate with them. Because I don't know how to not be sensitive. Okay. My whole job is being sensitive. I got to tap into people's energies, like literally across the world, and do distance Reiki. Like, you don't think I pick up on the vibration right in front of me when you breathe in the same air? You know what I mean? But with the King of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal, I have to physically put up blockers. I literally have to physically put up... I sleep with the fucking bloodstone. Anyway, so with the King of Swords and so other people don't influence my fucking dreams. You understand? But anyway, yes, this person still has a crush on you, okay? I do feel that. All right, would love a card on Jacob's thoughts about me. All right, so guys, I'm going to do one card pulls for the end here just to get through them fast, all right? So let's see here. A love card on Jacoby's thoughts towards you. So Jacoby's thoughts towards you. Dearest you, if there is no time, I will make it. If you need me, I will be there. If I made plans, I keep it, is also something that's coming forth towards you. So this person's wanting to be there for you. This person is also wanting to reassure you that they're not necessarily wanting to break up with you as well, okay? And then Felicity, you had said something. Laurel J, what love confession does your specific person want to give you? You're in no communication. So let's see here. So what love confession does your specific person want to give you? Sorry, you're gonna have good luck in your love life. Let's see here. Love confession. All right, so you have two different options for Laurel J. You have option 1 and option 2. Feel free to let me know, okay? I'm going to answer 2 more, then I'm going to hop off, okay? And I'll answer Felicity's because I know that you were waiting as well. Sunflower Love Erica 77. She said, thanks. Yes, I feel the same way with the therapist. I thought I was the only one who felt that way. No, girl, you ain't the only one. I'll tell you right now. That's reassuring for sure. You're welcome, love. All right, so I'm glad that I could offer you some form of reassurance, okay? It makes me... it gives me a little bit more strength to continue on. So, dearest heart, you cook amazing. You shocked me with your skill set. You never cook, and now that you have, I swear, I've fallen in love with you even more. There is love in every bite is also something that's coming forth, okay? You may end up having a really important meal with your person. Whether you cook for this person or you do something in particular to showcase your skill set, this person's going to be kind of shocked, and this person's also going to have a little bit more love towards you, okay? This person could end up falling in love with you very soon, okay? You said, yeah, don't take it literal. I was like, yeah, don't take it literal, girl. I don't really cook unless I'm a fucking wife, okay? That's the only way I damn cook. If I'm a damn man, I'm gonna tell you that much right now. Okay, if it's not pancakes, I'm small. If it's not, I ain't cooking lasagna. I ain't putting myself through that fucking stress just for them to be like, well, it could have been crispier. Da, da, da. I'm sorry. Do I have a ring? You know what I mean? So that's why I don't cook for people that I'm not married to. Okay, if it is, it'll be something real small. Okay, because that's what I'm getting. Okay, so that's what you eating. Okay, so that's basically what I'm receiving there. Okay, but that's what I'm receiving for you. Even I ain't cooking for a man that ain't my husband. That's what I'm saying, girl. Anyway, But let's get into it, okay? So, Felicity. So, what are Bali's current feelings for you? So, what are Bali's current feelings for you? Let's get into action, speak louder, and let's see here. So, what are Bali's current feelings for you? All right, so you have 1, 2, and 3. Feel free to pick your card, Felicity. 1, 2, or 3. All right, you got it. All right, guys, one more card, one more pull that I'm going to do, okay? And then I'm going to call it a night, but I'll be live again tomorrow. Definitely have the notification bell to know when I go live, and I'll be offering free questions too. Dear Stu, I'm going to reach out to you. I need to tell you how I feel. Believe the words I say because they are real. In thought them is also something coming forth. This person's about to tell you how they feel towards you, okay? This person's going to open up to you. It's not going to be super soon, but it is going to happen for you. And I do feel like this person actually has immense feelings for you. It started off as a really big crush for them, okay? To like where they started to become obsessed with like little things that you do. Now this person is wanting to be involved in your world is also something I'm getting, okay? Damn, girl, HSBC, why are you trying to work for them? Let me tell you something. My mama used to work for them, and they sketchy as fuck. HSBC be sketchy as fuck. They got caught in that whole 2008 fucking shit, okay, that ruined some people's lives, and mine included, okay, because I was a child at the time. And my mom was killing it at HSBC. She was fucking amazing. She wasn't a broker. She was something else, like a closer or some shit. So my mom was doing that. And I went to work with her every single day, just watched her on the phones, watched how she worked, watched everything. I went with her to work all the time. Okay, HSBC is a good company until they turn their back on you, and then all of a sudden you left with shit. But let's go into it, and let's see here if you're going to get an offer from HSBC before February 2026. January. Okay, let's see here. This is exactly what I was feeling. Girl, you're going to have another opportunity that's going to end up approaching you, and it's going to offer you more than HSBC. But I do feel like HSBC is going to offer you a position, but it's going to be a little bit too late. And it's going to be right when you thought that these people weren't going to call you back, whatever, they end up approaching you. And the person that ends up approaching you ends up being very selfish and very hyper-focused on what's going to be best for their company or for their situation. They're not going to be caring about, like, if you sick today, oh, well, like, come in. Like, we need the body, like that kind of energy, okay? This person is not necessarily as caring, all right? That's great. Any offer is fine for me. And I do feel like you're going to get a different job, okay? I don't feel like it's going to be with HSBC. I don't feel like you're going to accept it with HSBC, and that's not just my bias. I just feel like something else is going to be offered to you, and I do feel like they're going to end up offering you more than HSBC would, okay? But that is what I am receiving for you, okay? All right, guys, I am going to call it a night. I have been on here for about 2 hours, guys. Feel free to hop on my live stream tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I also have my special still up and running. I'm sorry, not up and running right now. Damn, my only special that's up and running right now is my BOGO. Sorry. My BOGO specials are up and running right now. So if you guys want to buy like 2 20-minute readings or 2 30-minute readings or whatever have you, I have all that on special. So feel free to reach out to me, or you can even click on the link on my community post, guys, that I have for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and definitely check out my pick a card reading that I uploaded today. This pick a card reading was a little bit longer, so I didn't necessarily get the chance to film the financial breakthrough read, but that one didn't really receive a lot of like percentages in the poll. So yeah, so I'll be filming that tomorrow, and well, today, and I'll get that out to you guys. All right, that's good to know. Thanks a lot, Jazz. You're welcome, Nikki, and I want you to know that you deserve better than HSBC. Okay, why don't you try Chase? Okay, or like JP Morgan, they tend to keep their people on and shit, even though they're not trustworthy either. You can't trust no bank or politician. Okay, but anyway, but either way, okay, you are going to be great. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and until next time, guys, bye for now.